Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I created this look using the Urban Decay Beach Eyeshadow Palette, then just keep on watching. Alright, so and now that you've seen how I got this look, I wanted to talk about the actual palette, the overall review of the palette, what I think about it, and if I recommend the palette or not. So when you get the palette, it comes in the packaging that looks like this. It's very sleek. I love the way the packaging looks, and it's vertical, not horizontal, so everything is like this way. And on the back, it shows the shade names with the colors. And it says, "Get beached and keep the summer vibes going all year long. A little slice of paradise. This eyeshadow palette pays tribute to our SoCal roots. Channel your inner golden goddess with this easy summery mix of shades inspired by the sun, sand, and surf, including warm bronzes, deep coppers, and bright pops of turquoises. From Blaze, an ultra versatile shifty pink peach, and Heat Wave, a fiery red bronze, to Plunge, a gorgeous deep metallic blue-green. These all-new shades add up to endless beachy looks." So that is what the packaging looks like. And when you take the palette out, this is what the actual unit carton looks like. And when you open it up, it opens vertically like this, and here are the shades. And then you do get a nice sized mirror. When you open it, you can fold it completely backwards like so, and you can use the mirror just like that. Like when you're doing your eyeshadow, you can just look like this, or you can, like when you apply the shadows, you can just, you know, use it like that. Like you don't have to like just have it out open where it doesn't fold back. So I think that that is really handy that it goes completely, you know, backwards. I love that feature about this palette. I definitely think that that's convenient and great for traveling as well. And then the shades, the names are Salt, Blaze, Heat Wave, Daybreak, 16th Street, Double Dip, Plunge, and Wedge. So I used this palette one time before I filmed this look, and previously I only used this really beautiful blue shade that I currently do have all over my lids, and I absolutely love this color. I think this is the perfect blue, especially for summertime. It's just the right amount of pop, like nothing too crazy, but it's really beautiful, especially if you love blues. I definitely do recommend trying this palette out. I thought that this, the formula is very creamy, very buttery. I thought that the shadows lasted all day, and I absolutely do love this palette. Now the only thing that I do not like about this palette is that there's just one matte shade, and that's the shade right here called Daybreak. I do think it's a really pretty crease color, which I do have this on my crease today, and I definitely do love this, but it looks like the shades out of the Naked Heat palette, which I will go over the comparisons between the two. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I used on my eyes today, because in the tutorial I didn't talk about which shades I use. I just wanted to show you guys how I got the look. Let me know if you guys like that or not. But anyways, I used the first shade right here for my inner corner highlight and my brow bone, and I used Daybreak for my crease, and then I just used Double Dip on my lids. I didn't use any of the other colors. I did use 16th Street right here for my lower lash line, but I didn't use any of the other colors today because there's only one matte shade, which I normally go in with like 3 to 4 matte shades when I do my eye looks. But for the sake of this video, I only wanted to just use this palette alone, which I did create a really pretty look. And I think that you can get several different looks out of this palette. But I think the best way to use this palette is to use it with a different palette. So now I'm going to show you guys a comparison with the Naked Heat. So this is what the Naked Heat looks like in case you guys don't know. And then, let's see here. I hope you guys can see this. But that's the comparison, just with like the orangey shades, if you guys can see a similarity between the two palettes. But I definitely do think if you have the Naked Heat palette that this would be a great palette for those matte shades, because there's a lot of matte shades in the Naked Heat palette. Or if you have the Petite Heat palette, I think that would be another great option to use for your transitional shades. So do I recommend this palette? So I do recommend this palette if you guys are looking for a blue shadow. If you guys love blues, yes, I recommend this palette. I recommend this palette if you guys love Urban Decay. I think that it's Urban Decay's great formula that we all know and love. I recommend this palette if you guys are just looking for a nice beachy summery palette. And I recommend this palette if you are just a makeup junkie like I am. I think you will love this palette. Now, I would not recommend this palette if you are just looking for a one palette, because I feel like you will need another palette to get more looks out of this. I do not recommend this palette if you're a beginner, just because you will have to use other palettes. You just don't get enough looks out of it, and you might just look at the palette and might be stuck to know what to create with this. And I don't recommend this palette if you guys, if you don't if you guys aren't a warm tone lover, because there's a lot of warm tones in this palette. But I do love this palette. I think the formula is amazing. I think that the colors are very vibrant. I didn't have to go in with Fix Plus, but I could have to make it pop even more. But I absolutely do love this palette. I think that I will get plenty of use out of it. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that I was helpful for you guys. If you guys like the way I did this video where I just went in with a look where I wasn't talking, everything was fast, and I just explained to you afterwards what I did, let me know down below so that way I can start doing that. And thank you guys so much for being a supporter of mine if you are, and if you are not, and if you are not subscribed, it would mean the world to me if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do try to upload at least once a week. And yeah, I hope that you guys will join my family and stick around to see what I have in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.